So on July 21st, there would be the undisputed fight between MURAT GASSIEV and Alexander Usyk for all belts in the cruiserweight division. Basically, there's this article here. Obviously, the fight will be taking place in Moscow, Russia, and Gassiev says does not rule out a decision win over Usyk. This will be obviously the first time where all belts will be on the line in the cruiserweight division. Well, that's the WBA, WBC, IBF, and the WBO titles at stake. Basically, just as I don't know if you all know about Abel Sanchez, obviously his trainer, and it just says that and also this will be for the winner of the World Boxing Super Series. Says Abel Sanchez just basically says the WBSS semifinal between Usyk and Breedis was very interesting, and I'm going to review it. I think there's no question that Usyk won the fight, and I do not agree with the split decision. Incidentally, I do not think that it's impossible to beat Usyk on points. All we have to do is look back at his fight with Breedis, and in this fight alone, after the first fight, half of the fight Breedis was ahead on points. It's a totally different subject matter where Breedis was unable to stay on pace to gain the victory, and it was Alexander who broke his concentration. The fact that Usyk was present at my fight with Dorticus, would that play any role? I honestly do not know. I saw him as a nice person, congratulated me. I cannot say anything more. So basically, they're just giving his points on the fight. What I thought about the Breeders fight, I think Usyk should have won probably by UD, but then again, he did give out a few rounds away, which is kind of unlike him. I think after a couple of rounds, Usyk sort of took his foot off the pedal and let him come back into the fight. But that's all past. We do know the fight is going to be between both of them. What I do expect for this fight though is it's going to be tough. Now I watched the fight against Gassiev against Lebedev, and obviously Lebedev was a southpaw, so I think you can sort of get an idea on how he fight. And Lebedev does hit really hard, and still Gassiev still stood there. So the man's a real slugger, and he's gonna come forward. So I think Usyk has to be prepared that he's gonna be in there for a tough night. Now, obviously, with the fight taking place in Russia, he cannot expect any favors when it comes to the judges, right? So I fancy if Gassiev was going to win, he needs to win by knockout. Usyk does also need the knockout, but just because the fight's taking place in Russia, I'm going to assume that those rounds that could be swing rounds will probably go for Gassiev. But it's we can't really say anything until the fight does take place. Regards my point is for the fight, I think the Gassiev has this come forward heads between the gloves, and he just marches forward. I think that would give Usyk obviously a little bit of an opportunity because he does have the longer reach. I believe by just 2 inches or something like that. And if he's able to just keep teeing up on the combinations, goes with a jab, left hand, the hook, and then he switches. And Usyk is really good at that, kind of like the bigger version of Lomachenko. So if he's able to just, pound, hit, switch, because Gassiev just comes forward in a straight line, and then, he does like the sort of catch and counter. So, while you're just shooting your shot, he just comes over with the right hook. And that's what he was doing a lot with when he fought Lebedev. Lebedev comes in with like a jab, and then he just catches and then shoots the right hand back. And then also he did catch Lebedev with the body shot. So yeah, Gassiev does really work the body as well. So that's something Usyk is going to be really concerned about. I do think this is going to be a really good fight. I think both guys are going to put it on the line. This is stuff of that's going to go into records, Hall of Fame stuff here. So, and obviously Usyk does have the Olympic gold medal, so he's really good at boxing. Gassiev does have the experience on his side. I think he's got about 26 fights or something. Yeah, 26 fights. He's never lost any. So both fighters are undefeated. Somebody's always got to go. Most people are going with Usyk on this fight. Gassiev does have the age on him. He's younger. He should be fresher. He should be able to go the distance. But he does take a lot of punishment when it comes to comes to fight. I mean, if he could do a little bit like slipping and sliding and coming in with the faster counters, that would be good. But he does take a lot of punishment, like as we did see in the Lebedev fight and the Dorticus fight as well. Dorticus fight was really close. I mean, I think he just edged it on the scorecards, but he did get the knockout though. But he just edged it. If you guys look at the scorecards at the end of the fight, I think that was really close as well. So both fighters have kind of fought similar competition. I would say Usyk's resume is slightly better. But yeah, it's really good fight. Definitely looking forward to it. I believe we're just only probably a week away. What's today's day? It's the 21st. So we're just about 10 days away from the fight. So yeah, exciting times. Yeah, make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section. Subscribe, very important. Let me know what you guys think about the fight. Who do you fancy is going to win? And who do you guys have? How do you think it's going to win? Do you think it's going to be a knockout? Or do you think it's going to be Usyk on points or Gassiev on points? And do you agree with Abel Sanchez that, the Usyk, it's not impossible to beat Usyk on points? Obviously, because Usyk is a better boxer. Gassiev is more of the slugger. So is Gassiev going to be able to just apply pressure for the whole 12 rounds? Or is he going to try and box through? So let me know in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and give a like button. It's MC Boxing. I'm out.